What the fuck is going on, people?
What is
The last time we talked, Kevin Durant was kind of being a hoe to Team USA. Damian Lillard was talking about going to the New York Knicks, which is a tragedy that, frankly, I don't even want to bring up anymore.
I don't think that's going to happen, but
continue. Steph is re-signed with the Warriors, and that's just basketball. That's just basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Lionel Messi practically broke everyone in Barcelona's heart, and thankfully to those of us who are not fans of Barcelona, we finally got to say, hell fucking yeah. There is hope. Harry Kane might be going to Tottenham. Harry Kane might actually end up leaving Tottenham and might be going to Man City. He's been linked. So some of us on the other side of the camera here are a little sad.
Very sad.
Decided to make the fact that he hates Asian people a well-known fact.
Oh, God. Wait, hold on. Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Devin Funchess, a former Carolina Panther. So if you guys out there that are Carolina Panthers fans, guess what your dumbass scrub receiver said?
Does he play for the Packers now, though? Or like he's like on the practice squad or something?
Yeah, he plays for the Packers. But we're going to talk about Devin Funchess later because you know what? He don't really deserve much time. Because he was a scrub with the Carolina Panthers and he's a scrub with the goddamn Green Bay Packers.
He had one good season. He's the Kirk Cousins of wide receivers.
Yeah, but in his defense, though, I guess he had Cam Newton throwing him the ball too. So that's part of the problem right there. And Josh Allen might be the baddest quarterback in the NFL right now with that new mass extension he's just signed with the Buffalo Bills. But we gonna have to figure all that out first, because first of all, before I do anything, I don't know if y'all been watching Netflix. I don't know anybody out there that be watching Netflix. No, I didn't watch Outer Banks season 2 because Outer Banks season 1 was enough for me. I'll probably end up watching it because all of y'all ladies out there will probably just be like, you know what? Shame on you for not mentioning our shows. Yeah. All right. Cocaine Cowboys. Haven't started it yet.
Amazing. For point, anyone that wants to watch it,
it looks amazing. Hype. Travis, you got something to say on that?
It's amazing.
But I watch. So Friday night, usually I'm out partying or having fun, meeting and greeting people. But this Friday, I decided to stay in, and it was well freaking worth it. The show Heist on Netflix. Oh my God. I don't know how many documentaries that make me just feel smarter, because the people in the documentary were so effing dumb.
Yeah.
But at the same time, all the shit that went into it was actually interesting and kind of cool. Subconsciously, especially when it went to the last 2 episodes, the Pappy Van Winkle heist in Kentucky. It was freaking awesome. So I encourage y'all, go ahead, watch it. That's the last thing I'm going to say about Netflix. That's a lie. If y'all haven't watched Spycraft, or if y'all haven't watched Peaky Blinders, y'all need to, please.
Peaky Blinders.
Dude, I'm waiting for season 6, man. I'm waiting for season 6. It's happening. Season 6 is happening. But more importantly, Kevin Durant. Is KD the best member of Team USA basketball? I should preface this, basketball ever.
Currently, yes. I mean, and the reason I say that is because he has a stats to back it up. Who was there was like a stat that someone trying to make like players that only average, I think, about 19. It was specifically like 19 points per game in the Olympics, and there was only one person, Kevin Durant. He has 3 straight gold medals. He has participated and started in 2008. Wait, no. 2012? I can't remember. 2012.
20.
20. And not look, the man. And the thing about this Olympics said, like a lot of people are like, wow, he got blocked by Precious, whatever his name is, from the Heat from Nigeria. They lost to France the very first game of the Olympics, and we all were like, is Team USA gonna win gold? Like, is this gonna be the first time we're not gonna win gold in a while? And they kind of almost cruised through competition, except I guess for like the final.
It was a genuine like last dance performance for some of them, dude. I don't know what Devin Booker and Bam and all those other dudes said to Kevin Durant before them games. They probably said you trash, but KD basically gave him the finger. Because that final matchup against France, I don't know what it was, but I saw a little MJ in him. I saw a little clutch. Obviously, I think we know that. I think we know that LeBron is the greatest player, active, I guess I should say, because I think we all know that Kobe is definitely a number 2 in many people's books. But Kevin Durant might have secured Team USA as the greatest player to ever play on an Olympic roster. And that's a shame. Yeah. It's a shame, man, because I like Carmelo. I like Carmelo.
Oh God, yeah, Melo was that Olympic dude. Like he like if you watch some of the guys that get you a bucket internationally, get Melo on that court. Get Melo on that fucking court.
Get that brother the ball.
LeBron, not even LeBron, like for Olympics, give Melo the ball. Melo and Kobe, that was it. That's all you needed was Melo and Kobe.
Oh, dude, awesome. It was an awesome performance, man. No, KD was stunting though. But overall, and I don't know if you felt this way, I think basketball for me was one of the more exciting matches in the Olympics this year. Baseball, we came out with a silver, which I wasn't disappointed. Well, I was a little disappointed, but
we lost to Japan.
Well, I mean, everyone lost to Japan. Because it turns out they're Japan and they're good. But with that being said, I think it was just a very underwhelming Olympics. I think, our track team historically, like I'm trying to figure out a way to say this as respectfully as possible. I've seen problems with other teams, other countries, other situations where guys and gals have had problems with just handing the baton off. But Team USA made it look like an epic fail video or a TikTok with just a bad trap remix.
Oh my God.
And it was embarrassing. I'll be honest. We got some of the fastest people in the world. I will say it 100%. Now, dude, Team USA, yeah. Jamaica kicked the shit out of us in the events that we all know we should have clearly won. And I think to add insult to injury, Sha'Carri Richardson tweeted, just like our former president, tweeted, "Oh, y'all missing me now." Really? Because that's the way to support your team. But I'm biased. And I think it was just a very underwhelming performance. I mean, gymnastics, like I was happy to see them do so well, but Simone Biles with what, with the mental health thing and all that stuff, it just didn't it was very underwhelming, I guess would be the term I guess I would use to put it lightly.
I think that thank goodness for USA women's and men's basketball for winning gold. And the first year to put 3x3 basketball, the women's won that also for USA. So, and I don't know if you saw the medal count, but we we dominated every other medal. Thank God we beat China by gold by one. But I get what you're saying that like the Olympics for us were very like we beat China by one, but we felt like we should at least beat China by like I don't know, like 10 or more for
Five,
gold.
6, maybe like more than
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Put it that way. More
yeah,
than one.
yeah. So like I understand. Well, so I think that like it was just a whole weirdness ever since because the Olympics was supposed to be last year, and then this whole COVID shit happened, and then caused every other athlete to be like, okay, I trained my whole body for this year. I have to hold it off for another year, hopefully.
Yeah.
And luckily they did. And luckily the Olympics honestly made it through this far with this whole COVID thing, especially in Japan.
So let me ask just a personal question, and this is kind of a little bit off topic, but I feel like it's something that I've kind of been kind of festering with, kind of thinking about a while. When it comes to the people that you like, is there somebody in the Olympics, like it can be this year, it can be yesteryear, whatever, that makes you honestly think greatest U.S. Olympian ever?
Currently,
It can be like just in general, because a friend of mine asked me this over the week, and my answer, I'll be honest, and y'all can destroy me in the comments because I'm possibly wrong, was Michael Phelps. Because for me, 2008, watching him demolish everyone in the swimming category. And then when he lost, they made like such a big deal that he lost one. I was like, but what about the 8 other medals the motherfucker got? Like, are we not going to talk about how he blew away the cup? Like, because a lot of people have been telling me, Simone Biles, and for me, I don't feel like she's the greatest Olympian. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, and you may have a different opinion. And I feel like the way you drank your water there, you were just like, "Oh my God, I'm about to roast this man."
Oh no, I'm not gonna roast you. I mean, like,
wrong.
I think a lot of people are saying that the different definitions of a GOAT in any sport or overall sport or however the hell you want to look at it is very different. It's going to be your own perspective. Mm-hmm. So I don't disagree with you that you think Michael Phelps is the greatest Olympian because the man has the medals to back it up. But you got to say the same thing for Simone Biles. You got to say the same thing for KD, the same thing for Kobe when he was there, same thing for Melo. But then again, but then it comes down to which sport is more, which sport is more important. It's the oldest, is it the oldest sports like wrestling and track and field when you winning gold, and that's like very historic.
Yeah.
And only very list a few long number of people have done it before, or is it very attractive sports like, of course, gymnastics and basketball. So is it which more important, and which one do you weigh most? So I think for something like greatest Olympian in that kind of perspective, we can say that Michael Phelps. I say Simone Biles. Someone says maybe Kobe or Kevin Durant.
Mamba.
Just because that's your favorite sport. But I will say Michael Phelps is by far before Simone Biles. Michael Phelps was by far the greatest one,
a god,
the greatest Olympian.
A god,
like
say.
Like before Simone Biles, like that man, and like you said, 2008, because I remember 2008 too. That everybody was like that man went in there and just dominated.
Oh, it was amazing. Because I mean, like, I'll be honest, until the scandal happened with gymnastics, I really wasn't like interested. Like, as weird as that is to say, not that that should be a reason, I guess. But until that all kind of happened after Rio and after, the U.S. had just, again, destroyed their competition, was it the Fierce Five or whatever they were.
There's always a nickname. I forgot.
Yeah, they were like the Fierce Five. And I think, I think Simone Biles is a role model. I think she definitely, mental health aside, I think she's definitely a role model for athletes everywhere, regardless of what sport you participate in. I think she definitely proved it. But I think for me, what was a turnoff was that kind of GOAT mentality. I don't think it was like, I don't think she meant it as like trash talk. But for me, I find it very disrespectful when you're going into the Olympics, think you're the greatest, and then look at what you come out with. I,
And I'll say in this perspective, you have to also look at this. If Tom Brady today says that, hey man, I'm struggling with mental illness, sometimes it's hard to play a game. I play this game a long time. I won all the championships, but I'm sad. I feel like more people will be like, okay, let's donate to mental illness. Like now let's pay attention.
I think in a heartbeat.
But that's what I'm saying. The popular athletes, and that's what I'm saying with Simone Biles when she says that like this isn't my great time for me. I know I say I'm the GOAT, but you also have to look at that too. She had the medals going into the tournament to back it up. She has moves named after her. She's broken records. She's done just as much as Michael Phelps done, and she's 24.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it did take Michael Phelps what 4 or 5 Olympics to.
She did it within two Olympics.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, that is pretty incredible.
But also, I think what also hurt Simone was during that time. I don't think she was allowed to take her correct medication because it wasn't allowed in the country of Japan or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like maybe that has something to do with like, because I do understand that like sometimes, especially in the sport, what she does, that like one mistake can lead you being paralyzed for the rest of your life.
I think what a lot of it is, and kind of going along with this mental health argument, I think a lot of it has to do with the pressure. And it kind of going back to what you said about Tom Brady earlier. I think that's absolutely true. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, as much as I can't stand Tom Brady for winning Super Bowls, the brother got it made.
We all can.
The brother got it made. Like I don't know what to do to throw that man off. And I think he's probably one of those guys that has just a strong mental game. I think with her, I think it was just the pressure of having to go back to Tokyo and just do it all over again. And I don't know how it works with other countries because I don't live in other countries, obviously. I don't know what the pressure is like for the Chinese Olympic athletes. I don't know what the pressure is like for the Russian Olympic athletes. I don't know what it's like for the South Korea. Like, I don't understand that pressure, but I feel like America, there's kind of an added impetus of gold or go home. Like, and I'm not saying that to be like rude about it. Like, I think Simone Biles did the best she could. I'm not mad that she came up short, I guess, which I would never have said, but one of the media tabloids said that. And I was just like, she meddled. It'd have been like, granted, you could say that if like she had just crapped the bed, finished in like 8th, didn't medal, broke her leg, like that type of stuff. I'm more okay with. But like this, it ain't like she just like lost it.
And I'll say this though, she was still there. She was like, even though she said she was there with her teammates cheering them on.
That's a hell of a teammate. Yeah, because I mean, we all know how Michael Phelps' favorite teammate, Ryan Lochte, turned out. Talk about a fall from grace, man.
Jesus.
Dude, what a guy. What a guy, though. People ask me all the time, they're just like, so the Ryan Lochte thing, what was your opinion on that? I was like, bro, first of all, he was in Rio. You know how much temptation there is in Rio? Their carnival puts Mardi Gras to shame.
Puts Mardi Gras like to shame. Like it's really like it's not. There's nothing compared to that.
Oh my God! No, but I think the thing is too, and I hope she doesn't do anything. I guess I don't want to say controversial, but like I hope she doesn't do, because I don't know if you remember the thing with Michael Phelps after he won all them golds, and they was like, oh man, he's a terrible role model because he smokes pot. I was like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's go back to the golds. Let's go back to the rings.
Let's go back to the championships.
The same with Tiger Woods. Bro, he didn't just beat everybody. He destroyed everyone. that has a monumental amount of pressure. I'm not saying it was okay for him to cheat on his wife. And I'm not saying, but I watched the documentary, and dude, some of them women, oh, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Oh man. But not the biggest thing coming out of basketball, because Steph surprised all of us, and by all of us, I mean none of us. Re-signing with the goddamn Warriors.
215 for 4 years, another 4 years or 5 years.
Yeah, you got a hell of an extension. Does this, so big hot take time. Okay. You gonna hate this question, but I feel like I gotta ask.
Oh my goodness.
Steph's making a hell of a nice living with the Warriors, got his new extension, got the house, the whole nine. Is this the beginning of the end for Klay Thompson with the Warriors?
Oh, if this is the end for anyone, I think it's the end for Draymond Green and the Warriors. I think it's the end because man, look, if you look at value and you look at what you at least get for Klay Thompson, you at least get shooting. Yeah. The very minimum you get shooting, and someone to help that will spread the floor with Steph, and someone very familiar with Steph, someone that they both know. And granted, Draymond, one hell of a player. Before anyone gets into that, he's dirty and stuff. One hell of a player. He is one ugly son of a bitch, but he's one hell of a player.
Well, I will tell you that. Chubb's like Draymond.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drake.
Yeah. So I think anyone's the end of Draymond Green. And if it's not Draymond, then I guess I kind of agree with you. It'll be Klay, because that's the only next contract. Because the thing with Draymond is that he's not like he's starting to be more of a liability, but now we have to put him he's starting to be in a conversation. Is he a liability? He's not officially a liability, but he's in the conversation. Whereas with Klay problem is that injury prone. Now we'll see this year if hopefully, and I'm praying, I am knocking on wood, because I want to see Klay Thompson go the fuck off. I want him to win most improved. I want to see the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. I think that would be a show box. That's showtime, baby. You want to talk about Western Conference Finals? That is lights out.
I want to watch. I also want to watch Melo get his ring.
Yeah. And Melo.
Well, actually, low key though. All right. So I kind of want to see Melo get his ring, but I also want to see Chris Paul get his. I don't know, dude. And look, all I'm saying is Phoenix out there trying to sign some people.
I will say Phoenix is smart by getting JaVale McGee. They added size and they added championship experience to that team. So you at least have that. And Dario Saric is going to be back next season. They re-signed Cameron Payne. They lost Torrey Craig, but who gives a damn about Torrey Craig? It could be all right. I think the Suns are a contender. I think a lot of people are bringing too much on the Clippers to be so much of a contender, because I do understand Kawhi Leonard. They're like, he's gonna be back by All-Star. I'm like, yeah, but then he has to get back in the shape. He has to get back in his role. We got to see where the Clippers are at that point. There's
one man that will break down the Clippers, and I'm just gonna say it. It's playoff P.
God damn it! If I hear playoff P one more goddamn time, he is not playoff P. He is always will be pandemic P to me until he wins a championship.
He is playing like shit P. That's what the hell he is. My God, Paul George.
He's Kirk Cousins P. It's Kirk Cousins.
Notice I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Actually did funny stories. So last night we were watching the Hall of Fame inductions, and I think it was one of the guys played for the Broncos. I think it was I can't remember his name. Steve Atwater. So Steve Atwater comes up, and they showed Mike Shanahan, and as soon as I saw Mike Shanahan, all I could think about was what Junior said. I was like, let me guess, he wanted a Kirk Cousins type too. Oh, because Kirk Cousins be the most fire quarterback out there. Aside from that Aaron Rodgers kid and that Tom Brady guy and that Drew Brees guy and that Pat Mahomes guy.
Mahomes on.
Oh my God, this man's.
Hell.
I want a Kirk Cousins type of quarterback. What kind of shit is this? You got Jimmy fucking you got porn star Jimmy, and you want Kirk Cousins? What's wrong with you? I don't know.
At least porn star Jimmy got you to a Super Bowl.
I love porn star Jimmy. I love porn star Jimmy. I wasn't too much of a fan of the porn star he was with. I'll be honest, but you know what? The porn star Jimmy, he's whatever.
He did what he had to do.
So talking about the draft, kind of talking about the draft. What I saw really interested me was Cade Cunningham. What a bro. First of all, I just want to say that. First of all, what a bro.
That man knew he was going to Detroit.
But do you think he's a guy that's going to be a big culture shifter over there? Or is it going to be kind of the same old thing, same old Pistons, blah, blah?
Well, because I think the Pistons are in the same boat as like the Pelicans, like franchise-wise. Except the thing with the Pistons, they won a championship before in their past. So they have that at least as a marketable asset to them. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to shit on the Pelicans because I love my Pelicans, but god damn it, like as a franchise, we need to get our shit together. Anyway, going back to the we'll get into that in a second. But getting back to the point with the Pistons, I think the Pistons are actually in a good point, a good start. They drafted Cade Cunningham in the past couple of years. They had the high draft picks where they used very well to build a good young core in the Eastern Conference. And when I say in the Eastern Conference, the only competition you really have is maybe Chicago in your division and the Bucks, of course, in your division. Maybe I think Cleveland too, but like, come on, you could beat Cleveland some nights. I think Detroit's in a good starting spot. We'll see. I think they're going to add some. I think they need to add some more veterans to make the team a little bit more fuller. Especially trying to, But I think Cade Cunningham, is he rookie of the year already? I don't know, because I think the rookie of the year already is going to be Jalen Green, that boy that went to Houston. Yeah. I think he's going to be rookie of the year.
Bro, they got some look. All I'm saying is, I know a lot of people didn't really watch the draft this year because of all that's been going on. But dude, they had some guys, man, that I'm like, oh no. like this dude goes to that team. Ooh. No, man. It actually, I will say this. The Pistons, the current Pistons actually remind me of the old Pacers, actually.
With Paul George.
with Roy Hibbert. Like that group, and that other guy you told me not to mention again.
Oh yeah. No.
I'm not saying it.
You can say his name. Just do not call him Playoff Pete. That's all I ask.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, like that group. Like they had Darren Collison, they had Paul George, Roy Hibbert, my man D-Dub West. Who by far, like I'm just gonna say it, dude. Best Hornet we ever had during
one of the most underrated Hornet players of all time. One of the most underrated Hornet players of all time.
I love some D West, because D West was like Roy Kent and Ted Lasso. That motherfucker was pissed off by everything. I ain't never seen David West smile. They won damn NBA Finals, and that motherfucker didn't even smile. That man said, "Yeah, we did that." Was like, damn.
Man was with the Warriors too. That man.
Yeah, but you know what though? Iggy's going back to the Warriors. So I mean, everybody wants to go to Golden State, man. I don't because I want everyone to fucking beat Golden State. God damn it, I'm sick and tired of hearing about how great the Warriors are. I don't want to. But you know what though, that Lonzo Ball trade kind of pissed me off, and maybe it's because I kind of feel bad for Lonzo, because I feel like he got it kind of bad early on, because when the first team you go to play for and the fan base goes, LeBron's going to trade you.
Yeah.
Which to me would piss me off, and I'd go all Michael Jordan on the goddamn Lakers, but that's just me.
My thing too is that like when he first came to the league, Patrick Beverly took out of his way to specifically target that man out, like his very first NBA game. And I'm like, bro, the kid is like 19 years old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're trying to do. Like his dad talks shit, but he didn't even mention your name, Patrick Beverly. No one mentioned your name in this conversation. So this is why I hate Patrick Beverly. Shut the fuck up and sit down. Sit down and shut the fuck up. No one mentioned you in the conversation.
You know what? Pat Bev's an ass. I'll give you that. I lost respect for him right after he did what he did to Chris Paul. Simply because Chris Paul, who is a notorious shit talker, does it quietly. And he looked Pat Bev in the face and said, "Oh, well." And Pat Bev wasn't having that shit. And I was like, well, goddamn, Bev, you the one talking trash. Oh, we gonna run away with the championship. Oh, we gonna do this. Where the ring at, Pat? Where's it at?
Get your ass to it, Pat.
Where's it at? Where's it at? That's what they should call him. Where's it at, Pat? I would buy that. I would buy that T-shirt. That Pat, and he's another one, dude. I would want to troll him the entire game. It'd be like the Malice in the Palace all over again too. He'd have to fight me. Because oh my god, dude, like that dude talks way too much crap for me to like honestly sit there and be like, yeah, dude, I take your team seriously. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Where the ring at?
Where the ring at, Pat? Where's it at, Pat?
Ring at Pat. There you go, bro. No, man, but that I don't know, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for next season. You know, I'm excited to see Chris Paul coming back to play for the Suns. I'm really excited to see Devin Booker be the league MVP. That's the real playoff P.
That's the real. The man that is the real playoff P. Man scored the most points in his first playoff run ever. And I'm like, my man. Well, let this man improve his defense and let him get a couple more buckets.
Well, first of all, I will say in defense of the Suns, they won all of their games in the bubble. They won every single game in the bubble. They didn't make the playoffs. Then that summer, they had to watch The Last Dance like everybody else, and Devin Booker had a Michael Jordan-esque moment. That man said, and I took that personally. And they got to and you know what? They fell short in the finals. But dude, I'm not counting him out for next year.
Nope.
I got mad respect for D Book, man. D Book's out there. I especially like the fact with Team USA he was rocking the headband.
You saw that shit? I was like,
dude, he looks wild in a headband, man. That dude's just. I don't know. Like I low key, I wish LeBron would bring back the headband because I liked headband LeBron. But that was back when he was with Cleveland and he couldn't win a damn thing.
He said I got rid of his fucking headband for a reason.
Yeah, this man. I'm starting to lose my hair, so
He might as well just shave his head, bro.
Nah, I don't feel like he'd be a good head shaving guy. I feel like he'd be like Drake. He needs like waves. He needs waves. I don't feel like he can dance as well as Drake though.
No one can.
Well, no, because Drake is the only man that had the balls to look Draymond Green in the face and be like, "Your team's not gonna win. Your team's not gonna win." And Draymond took it. I was like, Draymond, you come on, dude.
Come on, man. Yeah, man.
No, like you can't let Drake shit on you. Like, no.
This man in Canada, bro.
Oh my God, this man's in Canada. That makes it even worse. It's like back to back all over again. Rest in peace to Meek Mill, who hasn't been the same great rapper since. That's a lie. No, I liked his last album, Championships. I liked that album. It was pretty solid. So but at the time, rest in peace to Meek Mill. I actually wish going back to that, I really wish that I had like donated like $5 to that GoFundMe that they had for him. Because dude, I felt so bad. It was like MGK after he lost the battle to Eminem. I was like,
$1.
I was like, dude, I'll give $1. I'll give $1 to him.
I would give $1.
You gave it,
Like,
bro.
I gave $1.
Because it was just like, dude, when the man said you getting bodied by a singing, I was like, oh no, damn.
Is this your world tour or this is your girls tour?
Bro, the world tour, girls tour.
Tour.
And sure enough, what Nikki did, left him. Bro,
Left that man.
Bro, I think that's the worst part too. She don't even date anybody that's in Young Money. That's what I don't understand. But see, but Drake's problem is he bounces around, man, because it was like, well, for a while there, we thought he was banging Nicki, but then it turns out Lil Wayne might have been banging Nicki, but then he was banging Rihanna, but then Rihanna didn't want his ass, so now she's with A$AP Rock. Like, what? God damn it.
What's going on?
Just pick one. Shit, man. And then Pusha T roasted his ass because apparently he had a baby by some other woman. Like, oh.
Porn star.
Oh. No. But you know what, though, man? You know what? As bad as it is, I wish I had Drake's energy. I wish I had Drake's energy, and I wish
he gave a fuck. He didn't give a fuck, though. He did not give a fuck. He was like,
well, dude, that man's a troll. That man is a troll. And I love it. I love the fact that he just trolled. Like I said, he trolled Draymond Green to his face. To his face. Not like they got like a little Twitter like bitch fight or something. That man said, y'all ain't gonna win. No.
And I hope people understand this. Drake has Drake kind of comeback for Pusha T that would apparently made Pusha T be a very sad individual at the end of the day, is what I heard. And the Lil Wayne, Jay the Prince, apparently Cold Cash Money was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Bro, that man said release. Click.
He said, I
want to release that shit on SoundCloud. I want to release that shit on Spotify. I want to release that shit on Apple Music. I'm gonna release that shit on YouTube. Like, it's over. This man said over. No.
It's going on Tidal. It's going everywhere.
Oh my God, this man said Tidal. Is Tidal still a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, more power to the happy couple, man. The most powerful hip hop couple ever. I will say that much.
He sold it.
Oh yeah, did he?
Yeah, I think he sold it. I'm pretty sure he sold it.
God damn it, Jay.
He made more money. Yeah, he's like,
that's what I'm about to say. No, because I saw Rihanna made her billion. She's the first female artist to make a billion or something like that.
First female hip hop artist.
Which I was like, damn, because I was like, I thought Beyonce cracked but I mean, who don't want to listen to "Bitch Better Have My Money" like after you win a ring? Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about that one, but that might be either that. I'll be honest, either that one or what's the other big one she had?
I love Diamonds.
Shine bright. Diamonds is a good one. I actually like the verse that Kanye put on there. But this is back when everyone thought Kanye was normal. before he started showing up to Atlanta FC games and like wearing ski mask and shit and being all weird and banging transsexuals, which apparently did or didn't happen. I don't know. But that's Kanye, man. I don't even know why we talking about that shit on this show, but you know what? Fuck it. Not even worried about it no more. Man. Kanye West. What are you looking at me for with that Kanye breath? No. Dude,
let's move on before we dive too much into this.
This man, oh my God, dude. Yeah, I definitely don't want to dive into Kanye's life. Because that would take too much. That would take a whole nother episode. Big news coming out of college football. A first big blow. We lost Bobby Bowden this morning.
RIP.
FSU, he created one of the greatest dynasties, I think, in college football. He was definitely one of the more winning coaches in college football. Florida State had been to a bowl every year from 76 all the way to, I think they said 2014, which was like the longest active streak. Bobby Bowden had to play against Michael Vick. He had to coach against them. Like, dude was
and the University of Miami.
Well, but we all, but if you were like me, dude, Miami hard. Santana Moss, big players make big plays in big time games. And the wide right crew. Bobby Bowden had to coach through all of that.
Yeah.
But no, man, much respect and much love to Bobby. His son, I don't know if anybody knew, his son Tommy used to coach at Tulane. And actually led the Wave to their first and only 12-0 undefeated season where they went to play the Liberty Bowl. Unfortunately lost. No, they won. That's a lie. They won. Only time in Tulane history. So, to the Bowden family, the best, wishing the best going through this tough time. We've all been there. We've all lost someone that's been close and near dear to us. So we wish the Bowden family the best.
RP to Coach Legend, the second most winning coach in NCAA Division I history. Record setter, like you said, the creator of a great dynasty. And the good thing about his dynasty that, like we said, we brought up the opponents that he had to go through. That sometimes he didn't win, he didn't beat them all the time, but damn it, he coached against them. He kept up with them, recruiting wise and winning. So yeah. Shout out to him, man.
2-time national champion, 12-time Atlantic Coast Conference. I don't know why I keep saying athletic. Atlantic Coast Conference champion. Definitely one of the greatest coaches ever. He was also inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2006. The guy's resume speaks for itself. The only man that I think is in front of him currently at the moment is Joe Paterno. But of course, we already know who's going to be in front of him after.
Yeah.
That other guy in Tuscaloosa named Nick, who's way ahead of everybody. So we're just going to, leave it at that. But again, our hearts and prayers go out to the Bowden family, through this rough time, obviously. So that's kind of a sad note to start on. But, if you want it to really get worse, let's talk SEC football. If you're like me, you think that, the Southeastern Conference should not get any bigger based on the fact that A&M, who has proven itself in the conference as far as I'm concerned, A&M's doing amazing. Missouri is, like just floating in air because,
they're there.
They're like the calories and that you intake before a Pilates class that you end up puking out after, because it's Missouri. But now Oklahoma and Texas are going to be 2 new members. And I don't know about y'all, but it makes me sick to my damn stomach. Because as much as I like Texas, as much as I respect Texas, as much as I would love to see Matthew McConaughey at LSU at Tiger Stadium every other week, it breaks my heart to know that the SEC is expanding once again.
More money, more cha-ching.
More money, more power, more problems.
More TV time. You gotta think about it, man. Like the SEC at first, they probably thought about like Oklahoma and Texas coming. No. But then they were like TV. Endorsements.
Man said, money. Wait a minute. Hold up.
Hold on. Let's give them an invitation to join. Let's give them an invitation. So it's all about the money. They always say there's a paper trail. Where you find the money, you find everything. Yeah. So my only hope is, and I think a lot of people in the SEC West specifically want this to happen, is that Alabama's going to the East. That's the main thing that people want. But the thing about it is, I think Alabama will also like this. That like the only competition will be Georgia and Florida. That's it. Like Georgia and Florida were the only competitions. While in the West, you got Auburn, LSU, Texas A&M, Texas, Oklahoma. They're probably going to move Missouri over back to the West because that makes more sense geographically. But
you know what? You're probably right. I think the time. But see, because here's my debate. So if, so obviously they're going to become members. So Oklahoma and Texas are officially going to be in. But what side, who goes to where? Because see, my question is with Oklahoma, my argument, I guess I could say, not really my question. My argument is Oklahoma should go to the East and Texas should be in the West. Mostly because I'm gonna tell you right now. So Texas and Texas A&M, obviously an old rivalry, but I feel like this is going to screw things up because they're trying to make A&M and LSU a rivalry, which it is, but it isn't. I don't want to have that debate, I guess. And I have no problems. I have no problems with Texas A&M. Awesome school. College Station is an awesome place. Johnny Manziel was one of my favorite college quarterbacks, despite the fact that he was an asshole. I had mad respect. The only team he couldn't dethrone was LSU. He beat everybody else. He did.
He beat bad Bama, but he couldn't beat LSU.
Yeah, he couldn't beat LSU. And I think thankfully A&M is finally a contender in the Southeastern Conference. I don't if anyone says they're not, you need to start living on the West Coast because you're smoking something. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, A&M is a contender. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Fuck what anybody says about University of North Carolina.
What?
North
Carolina.
North Carolina is going to be a number 10, top 10 team. Yeah, exactly. It's
Makes no fucking sense.
It's the SEC and everybody else. It's everybody else. Because, see, to me, what that says is A&M doesn't necessarily get the respect they deserve. But then if you bring Texas back in, Texas and A&M are going to be able to rekindle their rivalry. Well, then Texas and Oklahoma is going to become an SEC rivalry. And it's going to screw everything up. Those of us who are from the Southeast, football is a religion. I don't give a damn who you are. The Southeastern Conference is the best conference in college football, regardless of whether they win, lose, tie, whatever. It is the best pound for pound conference. And they have the national championships and in some cases, the Heisman trophies to prove it. So anyone that says Georgia is not a national championship contender, anyone that says A&M is not a national championship, anyone that says Alabama is not, no.
First of all, Alabama every year is a national championship contender. It's not even don't be questioned anymore. Even if they have a bad year, worse to make one of the New Year's Six bowls. Either have one loss or two losses on the year, and that's it. That's the worst year.
The dynasty that is Bama. So then I want to pose this question to you, because again, this is just another formality here. So let's get rid of the Texas-Oklahoma thing. If you were to put any other two teams besides those two to add to the conference, who would the other two be? I think Clemson's got to be one. I think Clemson has to be one.
But see, the thing about Clemson though is that it will make sense for them because they have South Carolina, but the only reason Clemson is going to join SEC because they want to get SEC recruits. Because you can't tell me that what's his name, Dabo and Clemson, I might need to get some better recruits soon because my best years have basically kind of passed beside me. I need to get better recruits. I need to make more money.
Yeah, look at what A&M did. A&M stuck their game up.
I could see Clemson being the SEC.
Okay, so that's one, but you got to add another team because we got to have two.
I mean, the closest team besides like maybe Clemson would probably be, and this, and please don't take this serious. Baylor, I like
That's one I
Baylor.
haven't heard before. A lot of
Baylor.
people tell me. A lot of people tell me North Carolina because
Fuck North Carolina.
because South. But I'm saving it for the
Oh,
South.
because South Carolina. Okay,
because for me, when someone says Ohio State, I'm like, get out.
what? That's not
I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, did you pay attention in like ninth grade geography? Last I checked, Ohio is nowhere near the South. You're like, well, it's near Kentucky. Let me mansplain something to you. Ohio, in the Southeastern Conference, Ohio. Because to me, the only two logical teams I can come up with, are Clemson and Florida State.
I forgot about Florida State. Yeah, Florida State would be another one.
Florida State would
be another one.
Because Clemson has their rival. Florida State has their rival.
University of Florida.
To me, it's the only logical way. Now, Florida State's been scrubbing, and I know after we just gave Bobby Bowden his praise, Florida State ain't been shit in the last couple of years. But to me, Florida State has more to say about being in the Southeastern Conference than Oklahoma or Texas do. And Oklahoma's been in the playoff. That's what makes it so sad. But Oklahoma needs to develop a goddamn defense because the last time they was in the playoff, I watched what Joe motherfucking Burrow did to that defense. If Oklahoma gets a defense,
any team to that defense.
if Oklahoma gets a defense, we could talk. We could talk. Texas, the Texas LSU game a couple years ago, Texas put up a good fight. I thought Texas was going to get run over. I was like, LSU's about to walk into Austin and just destroy them. They didn't. It was awesome. We got to watch Matthew McConaughey suit up in the orange. It was badass. Much respect, much love goes out to Matthew and the boys. But I feel like the SEC's reaching.
They want money, bro. That's all it's about.
Well, I agree. But I think with Texas, I think the thing is Texas brings in more money for athletics than any other college in the U.S. Texas brings in more money annually than Alabama. Like
they are in the state of Texas. They are in the great state of Texas.
Because I always say, imagine what life is like in the Southeastern Conference, and then just Texas. Just Texas, not the rest of the conference that somewhat sucks. Because it's Texas and Oklahoma. That's your two biggies. And they both got a historic record, national championships. They both have had some awesome players, including, Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield,
Adrian Peterson.
Yes, Adrian Peterson, Jason White, Vince Young. I can't read a playbook Young. Who else? I'm trying to think. Ricky Williams. On paper, to me, they were the originals. Nebraska. If we're gonna go that far, well, Nebraska has had a historical record, but Nebraska is not in the Southeast, and neither is goddamn Oklahoma and Texas. Some people even tried to explain this to me. This is how bad it was. They were like, "Well, Texas fought on the southern side of the Civil War." I was like, "Okay, again, geography." Geography. Let's look at geography because clearly no one is understanding this.
He said Southeastern. What is
Southeastern Conference? Eastern? Louisiana, the state that we are both from and were born in and raised in, is the end of the Southeast. That's it. Gone. Stop. But apparently, Texas somehow falls into your Southeast when they have Southwestern cuisine. It begs the question, have you freaking dumbasses ever been to Texas? But you know what? I don't want to talk about stupid things that people have said, frankly, on this, because frankly, I don't think it deserves mentioning. Because when someone this week said to me, Ohio State belongs, I was beside myself. I wanted to literally stick my head in my toilet this week and just go, there's no way this man just said that. but like you can understand the humor in that though, right?
Yes.
Ohio. That's like saying, yeah, dude, Big Ten should become the SEC.
That's not even.
No, that's like inviting Indiana to become part of the Big 12.
No. Before we keep talking about stupidity, because that just the epitome of of stupidity. I've heard a theory that they should just dismantle the whole Big 12 and basically rearrange where they add different conferences. Like Texas Tech go to the Pac-12 and
Yeah.
Baylor, and like you have like Kent State and them go like to Big 10. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, that'll be crazy.
Do you think it's going to ruin the conferences though? Because to me, I think the best solution, and you're going to hate this, the best solution is the top 10 teams go to the playoff.
I mean, I don't hate the idea.
We get rid of all of the conferences. Everyone sticks to their normal schedule. We get rid of the conferences. The conferences no longer exist. You're just who you are, and it is what it is. You form a super league with the top 10 teams, and if you are number 10 that year, you get relegated, and someone takes your place. Oh yeah. Fucking Premier League style.
Oh God. Look. I like the idea, but you and I both know that the typical, especially Southern American, is going to be like, "This is America, God damn it! What the hell did we look like putting some European crap in our damn system?"
Clearly, the ones that don't know about the European crap can't figure out that Ohio was in the goddamn Midwest. So that's my 2 cents. I'm sorry. That just blew my mind when they said that. I almost had to spit out my drink. I had to almost like chew my food awkwardly. It was one of those lunch conversations where you sit there and you just go, "Wow, I'm the smartest person at this table."
You just sit there in amazement. You just like eat your food. Just like,
well, explain to me how if I'm like, you want to add somebody to the Southeastern Conference and your first answer is OHIO. Explain that to me. Explain that logic to me. That's like going, I swear to God, and this is going to be my last time I'm going to say it. That's like going to Taco Bell and being like, "Oh yeah, dude, I'll have the lasagna." Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Bro, oh my God. I couldn't believe somebody said that. And I'm sorry for outing them on the air. I'm not going to say who it was because they know who they are. But really, Ohio State. State.
You're thinking, look. No, I think I understand their logic. They're thinking money, but they're not thinking geography as well. Like geography is also a main portion of this. That's probably like the 55% of this.
It's like if you were just like, "Oh yeah, let's form a Northern League," and you were just like, "Let's put Florida in there." Bro, what? It makes you look like Mute Spitta after Super Hot Fire had to hit him with them bars. That's what it made. That's the last. That's it. That's the last.
Okay.
It's over. It's over because for those of y'all that have never seen the Super Hot Fire videos, y'all don't know. Oh my God.
God, high school, amazing.
So now we're going to take care of, we're kind of done with American football for right now, at least the college ranks. We're going to kick it over about 3,000 miles away to Europe, where there's been 2 major shakeups. And because we want to kind of save the excitement, because I know my brother from another mother here has got a little more than one thing to say about Lionel Messi. We're going to talk Harry Kane first. Because
this man will break my heart.
Rumor has it that as of 2,300 hours yesterday evening, Harry Kane was linked to being in talks with Manchester City. Surprised, not surprised, hurt, angry, upset. excited. I don't know how to describe it.
As you all know, me and my counterpart here are two opposites of the London rivalry. He is Arsenal, I am Tottenham.
Tottenham.
We hate each other with passion. With a passion.
Especially Premier League season, which is coming up, boys.
Yes, sir. But to get back to Harry Kane, the years that he's given to the club and no trophies to show for it, besides one final appearance in Champions League, which was kind of a very disappointing final. Like, it wasn't even entertainment. Like, it wasn't even entertaining. Like, it was just disappointment. And I get it, man. I get it. But God damn it. Like, he go to a different league at least. Like, at least try to venture out to a different league. Like I feel like he would drive in Italy for some reason. He would be the best in Italy, besides Ronaldo, of course. But you know what I'm saying. But the city, I'm not mad at it. At least it's not Liverpool or Manchester United. At least not fucking Chelsea, because they're about to get Lukaku apparently. And at least not fucking Arsenal, which we both know that what's going to happen. If that was going to happen, that was literally that would literally fuck. Like he would get shanked in like certain parts of London.
Arsenal's too cheap, and they don't want to pay him, which I don't.
Oh yeah, no. And we also forget my counterpart here. He does not believe Harry Kane is that good, but he made it to the Euro final win.
Yeah.
And it almost came through for him. Almost.
Well, but the brethren, Paisanos, Chiellini and the boys, which that was a foul on Chiellini. I just want to say that. That was a foul, just like the no call. That was a penalty. That Chiellini, that was a foul. That was a flagrant, like, get the fuck, dude. Like, come on. Like, really, dog. But he got the ring. So it didn't really
matter. I ain't gonna lie, it was funny when he said, "It's going to Rome. It's going to Rome." He looked at the camera and said, "It's going to Rome."
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, like, bro, no way. But I'm happy for Harry Kane, and I'm kind of sad for him, because I know Tottenham, he said in the past, Tottenham means a lot to him. The culture, and Tottenham, I will say this, Tottenham is a very awesome football club. It looks like one of the places where if I was a footballer, it would definitely be a good place for me to, play, man. Tottenham just has just one of those cultures, I feel like it's one of those, it's unique to football. And as nice as it is, thankfully they're not as aggressive as Arsenal fans, because Arsenal fans can be a bit much. Especially considering that we have signed trash these last couple of years, brutal trash at that. Because when you
said brutal trash,
when you finish middle of the table and you expect to beat Manchester City and Manchester United and all these other fine clubs, and you guys can't even get past 8th. But I think with that being said, I think Harry Kane is a more affordable Messi. I think what happened was Man City kind of saw the walls kind of closing in, especially because I originally thought that Messi was going to end up in Man City.
Me too.
I thought the dream is dead. It's over. Man City is going to become the greatest team alive. Like, goodbye to Juve. Like, goodbye to the rest of Europe. Like, it's over. Man City got it locked up. Like, it's just. But now I'm thinking, and there is a good chance that Harry Kane might not even end up in Tottenham. There's a very good chance. But in Tottenham, idiot. In Man City, I don't know why I keep saying that. There's a very good chance that he may not end up in Manchester City. But Man City, though, has been the closest link to him. I think he would play well around, a Kevin De Bruyne, Sergio Aguero, and those guys. I think he would definitely be an excellent fit with Man City. But I also don't feel like Tottenham is necessarily ready to let him go either.
No, I don't think the club's not ready. I think they feel like, especially with this year upcoming, they can at least can say to him, we have a chance to win the Premier League in a way, because I believe they were not in any Champions League competition. Well, actually, we might be in Europa League, I believe. But
Yeah.
there's a chance, that he can win a trophy. But I also understand from his perspective that, he's kind of been here for a while. He's starting to get of age where he's starting to get considered old in the sport. And I think he wants to have at least his one Champions League trophy, whether that be at Man City, whether he may go somewhere else, or God forbid. But also, I also heard that maybe Man United might be looking to get into him, giving some of their players away to Tottenham for him. But we'll see. But I hope not. But
yeah, because
I could see him. I could see him there. I could see him at a lot of places in the Premier League.
yeah, because according to Sports Illustrated's segment called Fan Nation here, it says here Manchester City's pursuit ramps up. Harry Kane, they're expected to sign him for 130 million pounds. Again, that's just the rumor. Tottenham has also apparently given him a bid of 100 million pounds, which he soon rejected. Which I don't feel like is really fair to Tottenham, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion.
You're not wrong.
Because I think when you produce, I think you kind of have a reason to, it's not like Messi. It's not like you're Messi. I think it's one of those things.
Yeah.
If Barcelona offered Messi, what they did, and Messi was like, no, I'd be like, oh yeah, dude. Like we got to up it a bit, because like I don't know if you guys have seen this guy, but he's like the greatest player, second greatest player of his generation, arguably. But I don't want to get into the Messi Ronaldo debate because that would take too much time either. But I think that was kind of disrespectful of Harry Kane, considering the no trophy case argument. If you would produce for them, I would be like, yeah, you've got a little something to kind of bargain with. But I'm Harry Kane. I'm better than everybody else. No one knows Harry Kane like Harry Kane does. So yeah, he's kind of a scumbucket for taking that offer down. But on the other hand, I kind of understand why Man City's offering him so much. I think with what happened with Messi, which we're going to get to in like literally just a second, I think Man City kind of saw the writing on the wall and they wanted to kind of stack the team once again. But
I think Harry Kane might be gone. Probably, maybe not this transfer window, but maybe the next transfer window, like the middle of the season transfer window. I think it's going to be gone.
I tell you what they should do. If they want to get somebody quality, they ought to dig and they ought to send him to Man City on loan.
That's true.
To me, that sounds like a logical. That sounds like a logical contract. It's like, a guy like this who I've said Harry Kane is trash in the past. I'll admit it. He hasn't performed his best at times. Granted, I think that's not his necessary failure. I think that's a lot of the failures on the club that he's played for.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah, like on the club.
I think Tottenham has not allowed Harry to be his full self sometimes, and I think that is a hindrance to him. But I think also too, Harry has to understand that he's not Messi, and that he's not Ronaldo, and that he can be a culture shifter, but I think he needs time to like play on a team that he's not the man, if that makes sense. But enough about Harry Kane and his trashy argument to leave Tottenham. Let's get into by far the most bedwetting surprise of the day, because we all thought he was going to end up a member of Man City. Messi to Paris. I don't know whether I'm shocked or angry or disappointed, because I always saw Messi as, a lifer, a Barcelona lifer. I thought he was like, that was it for him. But I don't want to be the only one to just spiel on it, because I feel like there's definitely another opinion out there. Because I don't know. I don't know.
I think that Messi wanted to stay at Barcelona, but the league itself has put a lot of restrictions on like salary within players, and Messi is a very expensive player to have on your squad, especially with the capital he's built over the years, and as a prodigy. Same thing with Ronaldo. Like no other club would probably afford him besides Juve. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for Messi, I think it hurt him to leave Barcelona. But I also think he's low-key happy because he's going to a team that's actually very, very stacked. Like very, very stacked. It's a team.
Well, for me, I don't know if you saw this. So this is kind of when the hint started coming out. So he was seen. They have a picture on Instagram of him. With Neymar, Sergio Ramos, and a couple of other. I think Cavani was there,
and Luis Suarez. I think Luis Suarez was there.
I think Suarez was there too. Maybe not. They were all there, and I was like, well, Luis Suarez plays for Atletico, I believe.
Yeah, Atletico.
He plays for Atletico right now. So what's the deal with everybody that's in Paris? What? I'm kind of worried. But I think him and Neymar have a friendship that is just something more than just a bromance. I think Neymar has always wanted to play with Messi again, and I think Messi's definitely a guy that can shift the culture, regardless of where even if he'd gone to the LA Galaxy.
God! Oh my God! Oh.
Well, dude. Well, look, and I will say this: everyone thought Ibra was done. Everyone thought Ibra was done. He went to the Galaxy, destroyed the league, destroyed them. Just like the guy on Instagram there, destroying, who follow him on Instagram if you don't, because that dude is wild. And Ibra's now with AC Milan, and he's still tearing it up, man. Like, and he's like late 30s. Like the dude's still a good baller, man. Like, I don't know.
Dani Alves.
But I think Messi, I hope wherever he goes, obviously he's going to Paris now, but that may not work out. I just hope he ends up happy, man, because there are a few retirement speeches where I can say I've been honestly like impacted. Drew Brees' retirement speech for me was a big one. That was a heartbreaker. I think another one was Derek Jeter's his last game when he finally said, yeah, man, this is like it. And I think Messi's this morning, which I'm assuming was recorded yesterday evening, that was a heartbreaker. Because I've never seen a guy get so emotional about playing for his club for so damn long. Because even Sergio Ramos wasn't like tearing up when he left Real Madrid. He was just like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going to Paris.
He felt hurt by Real, but he felt like fucked over by Real Madrid. So now he's like, fuck you. I'm going to Paris, and I'm gonna win a Champions League there.
So with that being said, Paris is once again a Champions League contender. Do they just win it all? Do they straight up just gangsta shit everybody?
You have to think they have not only they have one good goalkeeper, they have two. They have Donnarumma from Italy, who just had an amazing Euro tournament. He was the player of the tournament. Like generally, and to anyone who's played FIFA, if you ever played a career mode, the first whenever I get like a shitty squad, I always got that guy as my goalkeeper when I had the money. I get him because he was a beast, and I just knew that I need to see this guy live And when he finally got called up to be the starter for after Buffon retired from Italy, they actually started winning more games. They went on that's when the streak started, when he became more and more starting. So now you have that as your goalkeeper. You have Sergio Ramos, who still has some pretty good years left in him to be a good defender for your club. And you have a young Kimbe, who just played for France, but internationally. Not really disappointing, but could have played better. But he has a mentor as Ramos back there with them. You have Berratti in your midfield. You have you have Julian Draxler still there. You have multiple players that just make that team dangerous. And it's just and Mbappe, of course. Neymar, of course.
You got Di Maria.
Di Maria, Messi's teammate, who did just won Copa America with together. Like everything is there already. Like, you know what I'm saying, for Messi.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man, if I will be disappointed if they don't even come close. Like I'm sure I will be seriously disappointed.
Semifinals or more. Like that, like semifinals like your minimum. Semifinals like the minimum.
I would say probably semifinals, yeah. Because to me, the only team based on rosters right now that I can honestly see them like competing with, and Chelsea, and it's pretty sad because Chelsea just won Champions League, but I wasn't impressed. I was like, oh well, Chelsea was just hot,
Yeah, that was about Chelsea.
Man City's got a roster of its own. That to me is scary. Kevin De Bruyne, obviously, Ferran Torres. These are guys that they're still young. They got Raheem Sterling. Like, dude, Man City's gunning for it.
Gabriel Jesus, like,
I wish them all the best. But dude, I hate to say it, but man, PSG might run away with it.
PSG, and I'm gonna say this.
Bayern.
I know. Bayern, of course, and I'm gonna say Man U. I'm gonna give Man U a little shout out. The only shout out I ever give y'all, but I think they have a talented squad because I don't know if you saw Jadon Sancho sign with Manchester United. So that's dangerous in the Premier League. So we'll see.
I low key want Matuidi to come back to I want him to come to Paris. Just to have him, and then I want Pogba back with Paris. I say back with.
There might be a connection between Pogba and PSG. Now, if that happens, then PSG has they have to win.
No excuse.
You have to win Champions League. Like that. That is the Brooklyn Nets of Europe football. That is the Brooklyn Nets of Europe football.
PSG's gonna be hot, dude. I'm like, I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I'm not excited, obviously, for League One, obviously, but dude, when it Champions League, it's gonna be on, dude. Well, first of all, it's gonna be weird seeing Messi in like a different uniform. I think that's weird.
And that French damn blue.
Yeah, no, but I think it's gonna be good to see him hang with his buddy Neymar again. No, I shouldn't say it. No, they're an awesome group. Wish them the best. So two quick things I want to bring up before we end the show today. We're going back to the United States. Green Bay Packers wide receiver Devin Funchess, who probably can't even find Asia on a map. Based on the way he said apparently what was a slur. I've done the research, haven't really found what was said. Devin Funchess, I think, needs to understand the repercussions of what was said. But this, I think, kind of goes back into the Asian hate thing. And it's something that, we've, in the past, I'm sure we have, kind of thrown to the side because of, issues, of resentment against, African Americans and the police force, issues with, white and black relationship. Like, there are so many other issues that sadly have come before Asian hate, I guess, when Asian hate should kind of be up there with it. And I
Yeah.
think Devin Funchess's comment makes it all the more real.
Do you know like what what happened? Like what even like made
So
him make the comment?
apparently he made a slur. I don't know if it was on Twitter. I don't know which. If it was on Twitter, dude, have you guys seen our last president? Have you seen our last president? His relationship with Twitter was very good, almost too good, because there's nothing like tweeting in the toilet from your toilet, man. It's one of the most fun things you can do in life, but apparently you don't understand the consequences of what you tweet. But I'm not sure if it was said in person. I don't know. I'm assuming it was said online because I feel like that would kind of be suck ass if you said that in person. But this kind of goes back to this discussion of Asian hate again. It's not a fun discussion to have. I don't think any racial or any other discrimination is a fun conversation. And if you have that conversation, you got to kind of understand, for me personally, that's been, a challenge is when we have those kinds of conversations, trying to understand it from someone else's point of view. Not saying that that's like a good thing or a bad thing, obviously, but it's definitely something it's harder to do coming from a white background. But Devin Funchess has just shown us again that he apparently has problems with Asian people.
I'm gonna say this, and like you said, discrimination or any talk of like race relationship is it's not a comfortable conversation, but it's a thing, and especially in the United States where we're a country literally based upon off of different groups of people living together in one country. Right. So I will say, sometimes that like as African American, like I do forget that sometimes there's other races in the United, in the country that need to be that need to have the same attention as us. Absolutely. So I'm gonna say this, you cannot be discriminated against anyone just because they're different from you. Absolutely. Whether it's funny, whether it's however you want to see it, right? It's not right. Mm-hmm. So for especially for someone like a professional athlete, like even though there may not be like the greatest amount of fans who are Devin Funchess fans, he has some fans, whether it be from his hometown or like his own college that he went to, maybe, like he has some people looking up to him. And when you say that kind of stuff, it's really sad, because that just shows you're ignorant. And like, just going back to I don't know, remember last year with that Miami Heat player when he said, I think he said something like a Jewish slur online.
Yeah. It got a lot of flack.
Mm-hmm. And I think he's suspended like for a season or something like that, like a whole season. I think that needs to be kind of be the same thing on Devin Funchess. Like,
do you think, and this is just a question that I've again kind of just been formulating, because I know, with all that's been going on these past, year with what happened with George Floyd and with what happened with, some Asian Americans due to COVID, which, is never okay. Let's just put that out front. Do you think that the NFL, the NBA, even Major League Baseball to a certain extent has also dealt with problems like this? Do you think that it's better to have those conversations as organizations, or is it better to have those conversations as like the NFL is like united against blah, blah, blah? Because I feel like a lot of the issue is that, the Green Bay, and as stupid as this is going to sound, because to me, it should be commonly understood that, racism or sexism, none of it's okay. Any ism is more than often than not okay. But when the Minnesota Vikings have to put out a statement saying, oh, we don't agree with blah, 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 and the statement that was made at blah, 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 I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't have to put that out there, because common sense would just say, oh, well, I don't agree with that.
I think you're kind of right on that kind of perspective, that like, then that's I think that's what people want. Instead of like statements, they want action done upon like those people that done wrong. Like they don't want a statement. They want, what are you going to do about it? You
Right.
know,
Right.
like you're saying you're sorry, but what are you going to do about
Yeah.
it?
What do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that Devin Funchess warrants a cancel?
I don't think it's more of a cancel. I think it's more being held accountable for your actions.
And to me, it kind of because I'm awful. I'm an awful human being. And because I like Dave Chappelle. When he brought
There's
up
nothing wrong like a Dave Chappelle.
when he brought up when remember that's his stand up when he brought up the comment about a lady in his audience saying that he doesn't understand what it's like to be in an interracial marriage. He's been married to an Asian woman for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Do your fucking research. And I feel like for me personally, as a white male, I feel like, my gender and the race that I am a part of, or the race that I classify as, I guess you can say, because other obstacles. I feel like if anything, we have to kind of put the effort out there,
right,
to show, which is sad because I think everyone should care. Everyone should give a shit. But it's not always the easiest thing, apparently, so thankfully Devin Funchess won't be canceled, but Aaron Rodgers probably won't throw him the ball the first couple of weeks anyways, because he's got Devontae Adams, who is a much better receiver. Done. Said it.
The last dance, baby. The last dance.
God. Don't. Aaron, that just made me want to throw up in my own mouth when he said that. I was like, dude, if you really wanted to be the last dance, go to Chicago. Go to Chicago and win it all. But you won't. No.
I'm like, if I was Chicago, I wouldn't even take him. I'll be like, we got Justin Fields, for the future. Like, we're good.
Yeah, dude. Aaron Rodgers needs to shut the hell up. I'm sorry. He needs to shut the hell up and just play the game. But thankfully, we're going to kind of end on a positive note here. So Buffalo is all in, it looks like, on Josh Allen, who I don't know if he deserved that kind of money, but the dude has put his fair share in with the Bills, and he's finally bringing them back to being good again. So if you have any thoughts on that.
I think that personally, I kind of agree with you. I don't really think I really know if he earns that kind of money, because what I've seen from Josh Allen, his first 2 years in the NFL, he wasn't that good. Then he had this recent year, which he exploded, of course, and that happens, of course. You don't have your first couple of years in NFL or any professional sport, you're going to suck or not be as good as you want to be or you're expected to be, and then your third year blow up. But I feel like there's been players in the past where they still have to prove 1 or 2 more seasons after that to even get that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they jumped the gun early, but maybe, because now what if we get into a Carson Wentz situation or Jared Goff situation?
Right.
Injuries.
Now you got to produce.
Injuries. You may make to the AFC Championship, or you make to the second round of playoffs, and that's it. Dude, you don't go farther than that.
Well, I think with Josh Allen, I think what a lot of people don't understand is because I agree with you with the whole he's produced but argument. I think Josh Allen is a better quarterback than a lot of people give him credit for, though, too.
He is. He has a strong arm.
He's definitely not a Kirk Cousins lookalike.
No.
He's not trash. But I think it's a little early to put all your eggs in one basket, because just because you have Stephon Diggs, it's so bad I can't even name any other receivers that play for the Bills.
You have Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley.
Okay, well, COVID Cole referred to as
COVID Cole.
Because getting a vaccine is just too fucking hard for him. I do like that COVID Cole. Well, if you tell me that's not a good nickname, that's better than playoff P.
Look, I'm gonna say this about Cole Beasley, and we're gonna go back to Josh Allen. People when we said don't be ignorant, and going back to Ellen said, our previous president with Twitter, you don't have to tweet these days all the time.
Bro, I swear to God. They're like, is it me or is it just that like professional athletes, all of them should just stay off of Twitter, like all of them? Because I don't know what just goes through your mind that you're just like, I mean, I've seen some stupid shit on Facebook. We all have. I mean, hell. But dude, I don't know what it is about Twitter where people are just like, bro, this needs to be said. I'm like, bro, if you go say it on your Tumblr where no one will see it. Say it.
I know who you are.
Because Tumblr is worse than Twitter. Tumblr is just basic internet porn with like, I'm just gonna like just tweet about whatever. I'm gonna start Asian hate again. It's like, dude, come on.
Sorry, Asian hate again.
Like, dude, oh my God. No, Tumblr puts Twitter to shame. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually kind of thankful that Donald Trump didn't have a Tumblr. Simply because I think there would be nudes sent on that thing and friendship pictures with Jeffrey Epstein and all Lord knows what else. But I think with Cole Beasley, I think with that, I think you just have to kind of take it as a grain of salt, because that's his choice. That's his choice. I don't agree with it because like I don't feel like that's helping anybody by saying, oh yeah, I'm not going to get vaccinated. But then with the new strain coming out and the Delta coming out and everyone's like shitting themselves. I don't know, Cole. You might want to listen to Dave Camp to go to get the shot. But I don't know. It's none of my business.
There's literally one you get one time, Cole. This one you get one time. You get one that's one time, you're good.
Right. But no, man. But I think Josh Allen has definitely proven himself as far as being a good quarterback. But I think you to me, I feel like you have to win something. And I think, John, like they're not a slouch of a team. The Bills have proven that they're not a bad team, very reminiscent of the 0-4 Super Bowl Bills, which hopefully that will never happen to anyone in professional sports again. Almost happened to the Dodgers, almost lost 3 in a row, but
Oh God. Yeah, they did.
But
they almost did.
But yeah, man, I mean, just like I'm happy that he got paid, but I don't know if 258 over 6 years is a bargain you want to make because like you said, injuries.
I know. And now
it happens.
I know. And now you have to really think about it. Is Lamar Jackson gonna get paid? If Baker Mayfield gets better, man, or Lamar Jackson, can you imagine their contracts for their extensions will be? How big that will be? Like, and also another thing too, I'm worried that the Bills, their competition, and a lot of people I think are sleeping on for a team this year is the Cleveland Browns. And I'm gonna say, damn it, it's the Cleveland damn Browns.
Well, if Odell Beckham stops putting 1.8 million into his fucking teeth and starts catching the ball, I agree. I don't think Cleveland's not going to be a slouch. I think
even without Odell, they could still.
But I think too, you got to look in that division, Miami. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm sleeping on Cam Newton and the Pats. No, like y'all can shut it. But dude, Tua, the flying Hawaiian and the boys down in South Beach might give him some. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're gonna do fine this year. I don't think they'll like knock anyone out because I'm already picking Tampa to repeat. I'm calling repeat. I hate to be that guy. I'm calling repeat because Tampa's just like I think the fact that they got all 22 of their starters back shows just how dedicated they are to winning the whole fucking thing again.
I think it's going to be a redemption game for Patrick Mahomes. I think that he's going to get a second Super Bowl in 3 years. He's going to elevate his team even more. And I think after this year, Tom is going to call it quits.
This man said the future GOAT. This man said
baby GOAT.
No.
Baby GOAT.
Lamar Jackson.
Baby GOAT.
Lamar Jackson is baby GOAT.
Baby GOAT.
Lamar Jackson is the real baby GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. Lamar Jackson runs faster than Pat Mahomes. He may not throw the ball as good as Pat Mahomes, but god damn, that man reminds me of Michael Vick.
He's faster than Michael Vick. Like he is more elusive,
I
more
don't
fast
know.
than Michael Vick.
Dude, I don't know. I saw Michael Vick race somebody a couple months ago, dude, and this man still runs like a 4.6.
I know. He said after the race, he's like, my hamstring hurts. I was like, oh shit, this man old.
Like, bro, how you 40 years old still running a 4.6? Good Lord.
Chad Johnson.
Oh my God, no. Chad, Chad, I support MMA, Ocho Cinco. No, son. Sit down. Sit down there, boy. Bro, no, speaking of that, did you see Tom Brady was like, I don't know how many rings I should show up with to Peyton's Hall of Fame speech. I was like, that is
such an asshole.
I was like, that is
such an asshole.
But you know what though? That's the ultimate dick move. But you know what though? I'd show up and I'd ask Peyton, why didn't you shake Drew Brees' hand after the Super Bowl? So I'm gonna be an asshole too. Peyton, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it. You deserve to be there. I ain't saying you're not good enough.
But you did throw that interception.
But
you did throw that interception.
You and Brett Favre both threw interceptions to Tracy Porter. It's like God was just looking down and said, nope, no.
Saints year.
Oh, 2009. What a great year. What a great year.
What a great year.
And look at us now. We got Jabbo wins. This is our goddamn quarterback.
And Taysom fumbles.
Taysom, I pretend to know how to throw a football. Hill. Damn, no, dude. I hated that hype when they said that. They were like, well, Taysom Hill knows how to throw a football. I was like, I fucking hope so. He's in the NFL. There's only one man who I've known in human history who was never able to throw a football and got to the NFL, and that was Tim fucking Tebow.
I was gonna say Joe Flacco.
No, Joe Flacco got a ring. Joe Flacco got a ring though.
He got a ring.
Joe Flacco got a ring. That destroys all roasting ability, except for Eli Manning, because Eli Manning was actually had a shitty career, despite what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. He had a shitty career for winning 2 Super Bowls and beating Tom Brady twice. He had a shitty career.
He's the definition of average, but when it came to the pressure, he came fucking through.
Yeah, man. All right, well, that concludes it, man. That's another week, another Dame, another Dollar. Hopefully by next week, Dame Dollar will finally be going to the Knicks like I've been wanting him to all this time.
I don't think he's going to the Knicks, but it's been an awesome week. It's been an awesome show. Let's get it on and popping, and hopefully some more shit happens this week in sports. That we're ready for next week.
Yeah, man, it's fucking Wingstop time is what it is. It's
Wingstop time.
Bro, I ordered that shit DoorDash. I'm like, I'm ready to. That's why I keep looking over at my phone. I'm like, DoorDash, where you at? Where you at, bro? So, all right, cuz, I'll catch you later. I'll catch you next week. All right.
All right, bro.